What's up, guys? Welcome to American Truck Simulator. I have not played this in a little bit, and this seems to happen a lot, is that I get caught up with other things and not playing, and then a new state comes out. You know, they release new DLC for American Truck Simulator, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, I love playing that game. And then I play it. So then I play it when a new state comes out, which is where we're at right now. Missouri just came out. And once again, I looked around and remembered, oh yeah, I've not been playing this. And I never uninstall the game. The game's always installed, but it usually takes a big content patch for me to be like, oh, I so want to play this again. And the truth is, I always want to play American Truck Simulator. I always want to play it. So I hope you guys come with me today, and we're going to take a look around Missouri, because I haven't seen it yet. I fixed my microphone here. So I'll show you where we're at. Pause this. We are in, we're in Arkansas, in Harrison, Arkansas, I believe. Yeah. We have a job that goes to St. Louis. So we're going to be going up to St. Louis, Missouri. You can see I haven't even driven around Arkansas much. Arkansas came up. I seem to always get caught up doing other things for YouTube channels. And yeah, I've got a lot to do here. And well, anyway, we're going to tour around Missouri. We got a job to deliver some logs up there. Just a pretty simple jobby, just delivering logs. We're going to pick that up now. And yes, I don't really know my way around Arkansas at all. But, and I don't usually drive this truck. This is not my go-to truck, but I like to give, you know, different trucks a little bit of love here and there. This is Kenworth W900. The only thing with it is this one doesn't have a digital speed readout, and the speedometer is a little harder to read. I was going to get used to reading the speedometer on this thing, because it's kind of small for me to see. And what is the speed limit here? Okay, we're good. And also, like you would probably surmise from what I said at the beginning, I haven't played this in a minute, so I want to make sure that, oh, that said, of course I have a digital speed readout at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's kind of, I like something on the dashboard though. But I do like this truck. I put some time and money into this truck, and I do like this truck. So how far are we going? 20 miles. Okay, whoops. We just need to go get our trailer. We're pretty close to Missouri as it is. So anyway, I love playing this game, and if you guys are new to the channel, then you may not have seen that I have American Truck Simulator content here. I love playing this game. I used to post it really regularly, and then that's kind of died out as I've tried to post on my other channel, and also, you know, keep farming stuff here on an almost daily basis. It dies out, but I love playing this game, and usually when I do play the game, it ends up consuming a lot of my time, which is, that's fine. Yeah, so I haven't even really driven around much of Arkansas. In fact, when I saw Missouri came out, see, whenever SCS announces a new state that's in development for American Truck Simulator, as any of you who are familiar with the game know, the developer, oh, sorry, I had a little frame hitch there. The developer, when they're developing a new state, they announce, oh, come on, turn. I'm sorry, truck. Whenever they announce a new state, I thought I was going to make that turn way better, way quicker. Whenever they announce a new state, they, you know, put it on Steam as coming soon. So I always wishlist them. Like, for instance, right now, they have announced Louisiana, Illinois, and Iowa. And I have all of those wishlisted, so whenever they come out, I'll see. And that's what happened here with Missouri. It got, yeah, it popped up on my wish list. It's now available. And I was like, sweet. So I instantly bought it. And then it's like, man, when is the last time I even played? And the last time I played is a month ago. And I only played this a little bit a month ago. I've been playing this less and less. And, well, one thing that I did learn last time I played this, yeah, a month ago, I was going to put some videos on the channel, but the farming takes most of my time. One thing I noticed is that my backing here is going to be really rusty. I spend so much time playing Farming Simulator, backing trailers there, and, well, I'm going to be really rusty. I've not been playing Farming Simulator with the steering wheel. I am using my steering wheel here because this game really kind of demands it. And I'm used to backing trailers with a controller. Let's get a better view here. Where are we going? We want to keep an eye out for our trailer. Looking for a trailer of logs. Oh, steer around that. I thought that, here, let me go back to look at my map. Oh, it's way at the end here. For some reason, I thought it was like there or something. All right. We're going all the way to the end of this bumpy road. I'm looking forward to seeing Missouri. Oh yeah, this is yeah, that is what I thought. I was looking at this like, should I have turn? Is there a turn there? Yeah, I guess there is a turn there. There be a turn right here. Sometimes it's easy to get caught looking at all the cool scenery here. Very cool scenery. Man, this game is gorgeous in a different way from Farming Simulator. I mean, because FS25 really ramped up the graphics, especially in the lighting and like weather effects department. And like when I come here, I see that missing. See, when I used to play this alongside FS22, oh, they look very similar. This game lacks all the, like basically this, just looking at it now objectively, it looks like FS25, but if you subtract out all the fog and lighting effects, so this game doesn't look as good in comparison as it used to Farming. Oh, it's still gorgeous though. I mean, this game has like that sharp like fidelity like about the trucks themselves. You know, looking at the truck. Of course, this is a modded truck that's really high detail, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I'll never get down this road at this rate. So we'll drive the Kenworth here. I might switch to the Peterbilt. I got two Peterbilts, which have been my favorite for the longest time. And this truck, yeah, I just kind of feel like the speedometer is a little harder to read. And see, like it has the info right there, the info display that I'm toggling right now in the center of the dashboard. And I've got it set on cruise control speed, so I can see my set cruise control speed, which I've not used yet, but a lot of trucks show a digital speedometer there, and this one doesn't. All right, we are going to the end of this. Let's check a look at this. Sketchy bridge. All right. And our trailer is... There it be. Where's the... Hang on, let's get an external view. Is this the front of the trailer here? Yeah, it is. So we'll just loop around, it looks like. Yeah, we'll loop around and back into it. Now, there's been a couple times I've had issues with this truck hitching to a trailer. I don't know what it is. I hope I don't experience it here, but just for the record, I have had issues with this truck hitching to trailers. And it's to do with the suspension height. Look, I don't know. Let's just hope it's not the case here. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure, it'll be fine. I thought of that because this is off-road, where this is like an instance where you would have to adjust the suspension. I may have even fixed it. It may have been an issue with my wheel size. I don't know, but... I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I have the simulation hitching on, which means I have to line this up with the pin directly, exactly, so it's a little precision. I have, as far as I know, I should have all the simulation, everything on as much as I can. Almost looks like I'm too low for this. No. But I don't think I'm gonna... I don't think I'm on the right spot. Yeah, I'm not. I'll just have to... Usually you can kind of swing right in, but... In fact, if I just look at it from this angle, it's probably better. I got it. There we go. All right, and yeah, got to look at my buttons here. How do I, let's see. Okay, there it is. Make sure my suspension is reset, because it seems like to me like I was higher or lower there. No, okay, we're fine. We're good. Okay, I just want to make sure that my, sometimes I do raise or lower my air suspension. I want to make sure that was set correctly. All right, we are off with our load. Finally, we're going to Missouri. Let's have a look at the map. Let's have a look at the map, see where we're going, and maybe modify the route some. Because we'll be seeing new sites, going through new places. See if there's anything like along the way. I mean, we'd have to stop here to get anything. There's nothing along the way. But there is here. This is still in Arkansas, but it is a viewpoint I haven't hit yet. So even though it's kind of maybe off the. Oh wait, is that? Oh, that's on the way. That's on the way. We'll hit that on the way. Even though it's Arkansas, I haven't seen it. I haven't been there yet. I haven't checked that one off the old list yet. All right. Let's get out of this windy road, shall we? And let's get my my serious business face on, because I'm not just driving a tractor anymore. I'm pulling a trailer behind me. Keep that in view a little bit. I have to watch the turns a little more, yeah, because we don't have just the truck. This truck's got a pretty standard setup. The last videos I was posting of ATS was my heavy hauler. This is not the heavy hauler. The last time I was playing, I wanted to do a heavy hauler, like super heavy haul, like the longest distance I could find, the heaviest load. It was going to be like super fun, like over the top thing. And I was going to modify the truck and make it super huge and ridiculous. It was going to be really fun. I haven't driven the truck in a while. The thing is that heavy hauler is a beast. It's a beast of a truck. It's a Peterbilt 379. It is a beast of a truck. It's got a V12 in it. It's crazy. If you saw the recent videos, it's, well, they're not recent, but, you know, the most recent ATS videos on the channel here. I haven't driven it in a while. This truck, this is a recent acquisition, this Kenworth, and mostly I'm driving it because it's I purchased it. It's a purchased mod, and since I spent money on it, I'm like, oh, I'll drive it some. I should get my worth out of it, but I like the Peterbilt better. Just want to keep an eye on my trailer back there, around the curves. And I'll have a link below in the description for the truck if you're curious about it. What is our speed? 20 miles an hour? That is pulling pretty good through here. There's been some new updates to the game, which I haven't really followed. I haven't strictly followed the new updates. I believe this is 1.54, I believe is where we're at now. I think the most recent update was some physics stuff, some menu stuff, which is kind of usual, and some physics stuff. I didn't really see really closely what they changed. Haven't played much at all, though, in the past several updates. Make sure that mirror, is that mirror fine? Because, yeah, I guess so. I like to see a bit of the truck in the mirror as a reference, you know? And I'm not driven this truck in a while, like I've said. I'm guessing the exhaust there is my point of reference in that mirror. Yeah, it's the same with both of these. I like to have some kind of point of reference. You can just barely see the exhaust stacks there. So we got one stop here in Arkansas. Oh, finally back on pavement, guys. Back on pavement. Just about. Wait, no one's coming? No. All right. Speed limit, 55. All right, now can I remember my buttons? Yeah, there is that. I might have to take a pause here for a second. Actually, yeah, let's do that. If I'm looking down at, I've got them all written down on a notepad here. I hate to like pause the whole thing while I'm doing this. Where's my cruise control? Yeah, that's right. Okay, I might have to kind of look here and there at stuff. So I'm using a steering wheel and control, a side control panel, the same ones that I've used in my key binding videos for Farming Simulator. The same Logitech vehicle control side panel and the Logitech steering wheel. Same ones I use for Farming Sim. I guess I could make a video on the keybinds I use for this. They're really good. I've had the same keybinds for this. I've modified over the last, I don't know, year. They work really well, and they're mostly intuitive, but I want to check my notepad over there to like make sure that, let's see, is this hold? Yeah, so I got my jake brake on a hold and also on a toggle, which is kind of a decent idea, I think. Okay, I wanted to check that. And it's a nice day. We can roll our window down. All right. Now, one thing that I should always pay more attention to, and I never do, you should always pay attention to this. It's not only immersive, it helps you find where you're going. You know, like if we know the road we're going on, it's easier to tell when sometimes turns come up that you're not exactly sure which way you should go. And it sounds silly, but because it's so obvious, we should always pay attention. So we're going on 412 to 63. 412 to 63 to 60. 67. Well, one thing's for sure, it'll be scenic. There's no interstates on the way there. So 63, 60, 67. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I like to modify, you know, to take a more interesting route, you know, like the one we are taking. After this truck here, we're good. Let's make sure. Yeah. We good. All right. And speed limit, 60 miles an hour. Cruise control. All right, now we are cruising. Boy, that is kind of hard to read. My this thing in general is a little bit small from where I'm sitting. Maybe I need a bigger monitor. Yeah, let me put this window up. Actually, I had the window down because it was a nice day outside, but it's also kind of loud. All right, so we are 55 miles an hour. Going through Harris, is that the name of this town? I don't know every town. Well, I mean, hey, no one knows every town in America. I definitely don't know every town in America. When I first fired up the game and I was looking at Missouri, I was looking at, oh, here's Missouri. And of course, I've driven through Missouri a lot of times. And we need to turn up towards Hardy, I guess. I was looking at the map of Missouri, and there's towns I never heard of. There was like some big major town in eastern Missouri I never heard of. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I'm gonna sound like a fool when I try to pronounce it. Anyway, yeah, there's places I don't know. Like I don't know where. I think this place is called Harris. Place I don't know. I've not been through Arkansas. I'm sure I've been through Arkansas once, but I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sure I have. I just can't remember. Rings a bell. I think I went through Arkansas once when I went somewhere, probably east. But I like traveling around the country a decent amount, and so this game is a great analog for that. Now, let me resume my... Alright, I think we're set now. I'm kind of getting used to the controls again, so it looks like our viewpoint that we have flagged is up here. Yeah, the Missouri border shouldn't be far, and then we'll be in new territory. Of course, then again, you know, since I haven't driven much around Arkansas, this is fairly new territory as well. Oh, this is a cool spot. I didn't see this sign. What the? Hang on, that water looks weird. Is it just me? Hang on, let me have a look at this. Wait, the water looks weird. They keep changing this. How do I control this? Oh, of course, WASD. I knew that. How do I go up, down, Q, E? Sorry, I don't have a keyboard in front of me. Yeah, the water looks, whoops, whoa. Interesting. I don't have a keyboard in front of me. Huh, the water looks weird. Well, you see how you can see this part here? It's all like ripply. Yeah. Anyway, it's weird. See the truck. There's the truck. Oh, that's not bad. That could make a cool picture. I don't know. Whatever. It's kind of cool. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. I don't want to take up all y'all's time. It's fun. Oh, I need to pay attention here. We don't want to swerve here. That would suck. But yeah, off in the left there, the corner of my eye, it's like catching my eye. It looks... I'm guessing it's, I don't know. I don't know what my graphics are set. My graphics are probably set on high, but I don't have the most high-end system in the world. I don't know what I was seeing there. But up here is our turn for our viewpoint. So we'll get a look at exactly what that place was. Henderson, the sign says. And our turn is literally right here. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. Yes, steering wheel for this game is all but mandatory. Now, those of you who don't use a steering wheel may disagree. Oh, what happened to my... There we go. And I used to play with a controller, but then I swapped to a steering wheel because with the controller, I got so tired of going down the highway and constantly, every half a second, making little, if you look at my steering wheel, making little twitch adjustments, right? With my controller, making little twitch adjustments just to stay in the same lane on the freeway. And if you look away from the screen for so much as a moment, you can, yeah, with the controller, so I was like, well, let's get a steering wheel, right? So I was like, let's get a steering wheel. I got a steering wheel, and there's no way you can go back. That's why I say it's mandatory, because once you go to a steering wheel, you will never go back. I can't imagine playing this game with a controller, because now I drive it like I drive a real car. I hardly ever touch the wheel. Mostly steer with my knee. All right, so let's, where's my parking brake? Oh, yeah, I knew that. Right there. Shut down, and let's check out the viewpoint. There we go. Oh, so there's still 2 more viewpoints. And yeah, I haven't explored Arkansas all that much. Norfolk Lake. Norfolk. So you know you're in the south. Oh, man, I don't have a drink. I guess I got water. Take a drink of my water here. Oh, it's quite pretty here. I mean, the graphics are really good. Like what I was saying earlier. No, that's beautiful. It's really good, but it's different from Farming Simulator. Like if I was in FS25, there would be like a layer of fog there, which adds realism in its own way. This is just, that's really crisp. If you stripped away the fog from FS25, I don't think it would be this sharp and crisp. At least not mine, you know? And I believe I have both this game and FS25 just on general high settings. Same resolution, just 1080p high settings. And I think if you took away the fog from my FS25, it wouldn't be this sharp. I think a lot of what makes their graphics look good there is the fog and the lighting. But this game almost looks kind of naked without it. But, you know. But then again, this probably is more actual realistic. FS25 has kind of an almost fantasy look to it. Like, especially when in FS25, the default graphic settings, it kind of blurs the background a bit. It kind of has like an oil painting look almost to it. Fantasy, which I love. I think this is more realistic, though. I think maybe I'm just too used to looking at the FS25 graphics. So, enough of that. Can we turn around here? This is a decent, valid question. Yeah, we can. Look at that. We can possibly turn around in that, actually. Yeah, I think we can. We're very careful. I think we can turn around entirely within this circle. Except the back wheels of the trailer are going to hit the grass. Maybe, maybe not. Come on, trucky. Come on. Come on, little truck. Come on, truck. I'm just barely... My foot is just barely resting on the gas because I'm like, come on. Come on, stay on the asphalt. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. We are going to make it. My trailer was basically on a turntable around that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know, you look at that, and that's like a hilariously small cul-de-sac, right? But trucks have pretty good turning radius, you know? I'm like, I think I can actually do that. You know, even with this long chassis, you know, I was like, I think I can do that. Sure enough. All right, we are... Oh, hey, let's go back to the cab. Oh, yes, I like this view much, very much. Very much. All right. Now we continue on. That was a fun little stoppy there. All right, back on the... We good to go? Yeah, we is. Come on, truck. Oh man, this is, you know, but also, you know, speaking of farming sim, because that's what I was doing earlier today, that's what I do every day is play Farming Simulator. This has such a better first-person driving experience that it's not even a contest, you know, it's not even... It's one thing that's always disappointed me about Farming Simulator in general, the lack of detail in the cabs, none of those monitors even working. Like, how bad and plasticky everything looks inside. But hey, whatever, that's a different game. Here, this is incredible. This is the only way to play this. You know, so much so that I've minimized my interface down to just the bar at the bottom because I want to use I like to use my dashboard for all the info. Now, that said, I could toggle this off completely. There, I could toggle that bar off completely, and I often do. Because this is ultimate realism here. Look at this, the only interface we have at all is actually zero. Look at that, guys, a zero interface. We have everything we need on the truck in front of us. The only thing I generally have the bottom bar up for is, it tells me when I'm getting tired, which I guess in true simulation you would want to turn off. I have thought about turning it off before. I think it's kind of arbitrary, you know, like I decide when I'm tired, right? It shows me when I'm tired, and it'll show me like the distance to where we're going. But I have everything I need here technically. The speedometer, like I said, is a little hard to read, but you know, I can see it. And then this is why I like the, you know, make sure I know where we're going. I like trucks that have the GPS. Well, I can always install a GPS. If I don't have one on the dashboard, like here on the Kenworth, I can put one on the windshield or something. I do not like the game's GPS that blocks your dashboard. Absolutely not. And I have driven trucks, and I've got videos of it, which is kind of fun sometimes, navigating without the GPS. I mean, in the old days before GPS, we got around. That's actually fun, too. One thing I've been meaning to try but haven't done is just using, like, I wonder if you could, like cross-navigate the map here using, like, an old, like, Rand McNally road atlas or something. I mean, the roads are all the same, the mile markers are the same, the exits are the same. So by all accounts, I suppose you could. Can I pull up a little bit? I think so. Where am I at here? No, I'm good. I don't know why all these cars are deciding to turn into my lane. Oh yeah, do I have a clock on my... Whoa, that scared me. Do I have a clock on my dashboard? Yeah, I do. I like to use the truck without any interface at all, so I always learn where everything's at on the dashboard. Yeah, there's my clock. So it's 110? It's 110. So there's the clock. Where's my fuel gauge? Light's not green yet. Fuel gauge. Guys, tell me if you see a fuel gauge or see that car drive away. Turn the steering wheel. No. Fuel gauge. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's behind my steering wheel on the... Yeah, I can't see the fuel gauge. I'd have to adjust my steering wheel, and then I could. Hang on, let me have a look at it again. The fuel gauge is right there behind my steering wheel. So if the needle were in the red, I'd be able to see it. I could tilt my steering wheel one way or the other and see it. Anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate. I like when it's closer to the... Anyway, it's enough focusing on the dials. But I like in these dashboards here, you don't need any interface because, you know, I can tell what's on or off by the, which buttons are pushed. Like when I push, see if I push this, I can't see which switch that is actually. Anyway, I should look at the road. Cruise control 55. Yeah, it should be fine, except that truck in front of us. The AI traffic in this game, as soon as turns are involved, they go super slow. They drive like super careful around turns. So like here the speed limit's 55 and I would be fine, but anytime turns are introduced, I'm going to start catching up to that guy. I think my trailer was off in the bump strip there. I'm just making sure that... Oh no, full bumpy. This has been a while since I've driven. That said, this guy is not slowing down as much as I thought. I mean, surely in the time I've played, it's very possible, in the time since I've played, it's very possible that they've improved the AI. They used to slow down quite a bit. Yeah, what is hitting the bump? Oh, there's bumpies in the middle, isn't there? That would explain it. Is there bumpies in the middle? There could be. Okay, well in that case, let's try to keep my truck in the right spot on the road here. Now he is... I think he's just straight up turning. We need to be also, actually. I'm all looking like at looking at everything but the road. That's the other thing, that like when I switch from controller to steering wheel, being able to look and turn independently, I never could do it on a controller, but this makes it like real life where you look to the side and you have to hold your, you just hold your hand in the same place. I mean, I don't know, it's small things I never would have noticed that got infinitely easier. I'm not trying to like advertise or anything in particular, but what I mean is if you play and you've only used a controller like I did when I started, because steering wheels cost money, I get it, trust me, I get it. But if you've only used a controller, you would notice huge difference that would change everything if you swapped up like I did. Alright, we are on this for a bit. Set our cruise control back. Hit the brake on just in case. 65. There we go. Can't read my screen. The sign said 65. I have this urge to put my... I actually kind of did start to reach forward to try to block the sun on the thingy there, the screen, because I can't read what it says. I haven't played a whole lot, so like I said, yeah, I've not played a whole lot in the last few months. And I know I have kind of seen some of the changes. I know that since I was last playing regularly and a lot, I know that they've improved, among other things, lighting in the cabs, which always was good. The lighting was always good, and this seems to me like it always was, but there's going to be a lot of things that they've improved since I played last. So here's a question. Are we yet in Missouri? I haven't seen a sign, but I've been yapping a lot. Yeah, we absolutely are. We absolutely are in Missouri. And I wonder what's down there. Oh, it's just a business for some logging thing or something. I don't know. Anyway. So we're on 60. We're going to get on 67 and take that into St. Louis. We're probably going to another, no, actually it looks like some kind of, it's probably on the river there. It's probably a port or whatever you call it, the river version of a port. Right. On the Mississippi. Yeah, so there's probably, if there's logging there, well, I just think like every time, you know, as they slowly expand the game eastward, we get the opportunity, you know, slowly for longer and longer deliveries through more and more various areas in America, which I think is really cool. I understand the whole strategy they're doing of expanding the game in the way they are. It's the reason the game has stayed alive for, what, 9 years now? And we're getting the states in super, you know, it's not like they just slap together. It's not like, you know, in the Crew 2, just slap together a scaled down model of the U.S. This is very deliberate over many years, bringing us, I mean, if you've ever been to any of these places, you would absolutely recognize these places, you know. They've done such a good job. And then as they, this says I want to be here. Yeah, this is the right lane. And then over time, you know, like as you're expanding eastward, they're going through the western states, you know, that they released first, you know, like California, starting with California and slowly redoing them, you know. Oh, my engine brake's on, which you don't necessarily need. I was talking over, I just noticed that. Yeah, so, I mean, it keeps content going for the developer. It keeps them flush with money because these all cost money. I get it. You know, they've made their game last and be relevant for this long, and no other game competes with this. So, that said, I like this whole formula. I like that every few months, you know, I spend $10, I get another state, and it's fine with me. And I'm always very excited to see it expand eastward. We're almost, you know, I was born and raised in Indiana, and we're getting close to there. Illinois has already been announced. Although Indiana, that's still quite a few, even though it's just east of Illinois, it's going to be probably another year or more because they still haven't done the Dakotas. They would still have to do Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky probably would come first. So, but we'll see. A lot of these states I have been through, and actually a lot of the states I've lived in, like the state I currently live in is here in the game. Now, when I started playing ATS, the only states there was, I think it was just California, New Mexico, Arizona, and maybe in Utah. I think that was it when I started playing. Crazy. Wait, I'm going... Somehow my cruise control got turned down. So I guess we're on 67? No, 65. Okay, no, that's the speed limit. I'm an idiot. Yeah, this must be 67. Actually, it'll probably tell me if I zoom out here. Yeah. Do I want to try to read this while I'm driving? Yeah, 67, yeah. Yeah, you can get good at that. That's not too hard to do. I'm not using head tracking, so I'm using the steering wheel and the side panel. I'm not using head tracking. So I'm using the joystick to look around, which I like because I can set the view there and not jack with it, and it's fine. Allows me to like really precision, you know, move it. With head tracking, I feel like, I don't know, someone asked me why I don't use head tracking in Farming Simulator. It's the same thing. It's a lot more stuff to hook up. As it is, I have a lot of stuff hooked up. Head tracking is just one more thing, you know, it's another contraption hooked to my headset, another wire running off of me. You know, I don't like feeling like a cyborg in front of my computer with like 12 things plugged in, attached to my body. You know, I've already got a boom mic in my face, and all the cords running from this, all these contraptions here has to be like routed through all that crap. And that's anyway, that's my issue. The thing with head tracking, I've got it. I use it for flight sims. I haven't used it for this yet. Or Farming Sim. It's also one more app I have to run on one of my other monitors. Yeah, it also means running 2 more programs. One for, it means hooking up my camera. Yeah, it means hooking up my camera, running a program for that, and then running one to pick up the IR from the headset. So that's 2 more apps on my left monitor. It's a lot of stuff. Didn't we get to all, like, so that's like my answer to that, you know. This is fine with the steering wheel and with the side panel. The side panel giving me the joystick and the buttons. Well, so far, Missouri kind of... Well, yeah, this is Missouri. I mean, it's the Midwest. There's not generally a whole lot to see. I mean, there's stuff to see in the Midwest, but... Yeah, some places in the Midwest are prettier than others. You know, like Arkansas and, you know, the big hills and stuff, very pretty. Kentucky has many of the same sites, big green rolling hills and rivers, especially like in the Indiana. Is that the Indiana? Where river is that in the northern part of Kentucky? Is that the Indiana River? I don't know. Where Louisville is, that all the valleys and everything in there are very beautiful. There's lots of really pretty places in the Midwest. This is a little more boring, like here or like Oklahoma. Although I was surprised, because I've been through Oklahoma a fair amount of times, I was surprised when they put Oklahoma in the game. You know, they bring everything over faithfully. Oklahoma, I guess driving through it, I don't know, it seems plain, and it is, but then it comes in the game, I'm like, oh, this has a lot of rivers I never noticed. Yeah. But then there's a lot of places I've driven and haven't noticed stuff. Like I've driven through Utah a couple times before I noticed how beautiful Utah is, because I'm always watching the road. Because if you've ever taken like I-70 through Utah, it's like 80 miles an hour, you know, going around all these curves and elevation changes. My eyes are always glued on the road. I never stop to look over and see that there's huge cliffs and drop-offs and canyons on each side of the road. And then it's like, yeah, that's why I'm watching the road. I don't get to see all the sights. And then I play this game and I have a little more freedom to look around at stuff. And it's like, oh, wow, that's, speaking of looking at stuff, let's, stay on the road. And what's my speed? For some reason, I let off the cruise control a while ago. How far are we? Oh, yeah, we can pull this up and whoops. That's my bad on that. Well, you see, I have that. That is hotkeyed on my keyboard. I had to reach over and hit my keyboard. All right. 60 miles an hour. Slow down. St. Louis, we is here. All right, let's look sharp here. Okay, we're going straight through this. 14 miles. We got income from our drivers. We have a lot of drivers. I'm level 24 here. On this account, this game save, which every once in a while I start over a new game save just because it's fun. Start from scratch again sometimes. I'm level 24. And in this game save, I put the priority on hiring drivers. Like as soon as I can afford to, even if I have to borrow money, I buy a new garage and then I just hire drivers, hire drivers. And I think I have probably 12. Here we can look. Probably have like 12 drivers working for me now. Driver manager, and they're making decent money. Okay, only 7. Okay, I misspoke. I have 7 working for me, and they're making decent money. You know, this one right here brings in average, I guess, $22,000 a day. And sometimes if I'm short of money, I can just kind of pull over at a rest stop and kind of rest for a day and get like 50 grand. Right here, are we taking this? Yeah. I believe we is. Oh yeah, because there's a barrier there, the invisible barrier. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, let's, I gotta lock it in focus here. Especially since the truck backing, which I expressed some hesitance over, is coming up. Right, oh guys, I just realized this has been kind of a long trip. Well, I hope you guys have had fun, because I've been talking a lot about various stuff, which is what I do, and I know I took some time doing some things, but we are here. We'll get this truck parked, and there's so much more of Missouri to explore, because this is my first look at it here. So now that I have my bar up down there, I can see we could use some rest. It's 5:30 p.m. Yeah, it's good to see that stuff sometimes. Oh yeah, where's my headlights? What's my headlight button? There, I think. Wait. Hold up. Yeah. Where's my headlight? Hang on a second. Where's my headlight switch? Sometimes you gotta look and like see which button is moving when I press this. I told you I'm new to this truck. Sorry. I don't see which knob is turning. Either way, that should be headlights on. I used to have a different advisor GPS screen that would go night mode when the headlights are on. This is the default one because that mod broke, so this is the default one. It's always in night mode. Sorry about that. I couldn't find the headlight switch. Maybe you all saw it moving. I didn't. That's generally how I find stuff in the trucks. You know, like I said, I'm still getting used to the W900 here. Are we going? Probably through the scale. No, here actually. I'm going through here. Yeah, I'm newish to this truck, and I don't know where all of the doohickeys are yet on the dashboard. I tend to like the older trucks that have the analog dashboards with the all the toggle flippies and everything on them, which A is just cool. Also easier to see what's toggling on and off when you have tons of little flippy switches. Yeah. All right, so we are going to the right. No, we're not, because that's well, why the F can't I see? We're going straight. I see it now. All right, here we be, and let's see how my backing is. I always choose to back in. I never take the easy way out unless something gets absolutely screwed. All right, so we're going to take, oh, it should be an easy one. 40 XP, generally easier. All right, so we're going way back there. All right. I would like to get out the Peterbilt, show you guys the truck I was talking about. This video has been it's been a little bit. This has not been a short delivery, I realize. So I believe we're going up here, hanging a left, and then we should see a place to turn around. Or back in, I mean, yeah, right here. Yeah, looks like they gave us an easy one. I figure it was good. I'm rusty. Backing up is backing up. It's the same principle, but using a steering wheel and an analog stick, very different. Although the truck principle is the same. What's different is the way you adjust the wheel. Hopefully, okay, yeah, there's cars parked there. I was gonna say, hopefully the train's not coming. No, there's cars parked there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust this. It goes without saying, I'm gonna have to adjust this because I'm done this in a minute. Oh, that track was stopping me from turning. And that's probably good to straighten there. Come on, truck. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to straighten it out, but I'd say not bad. Which side do I want the, yeah, this will work here. All right, we should be good now. Except I'm screwing it up. That was good, yeah, but I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not satisfied with that. Just because I can get away with it. Ah, drat. Just because I can get away with it? Nah. I want a better parking job. I'll take that. I will take that. Where's my, there we go. All right, so, yeah, it still could be better. Well, I warned you. I warned you. I've been doing it with the analog stick. It's a different feel with the steering wheel. Instead of, like, how much pressure to put on the thumb, it's how many times to rotate the wheel. Okay. Also, my tractor's wheels do return straight to a degree. The truck's wheels I have to turn back straight, and it's a different dynamic. Almost level 25. There's, like, the level 25 is the last level, the last tier of stuff that you unlock. Right, so we're going to have a look. Truck manager. Where is my heavy haul truck? Most of my trucks are driven by drivers. I keep very few for myself. This might be it here because, yeah, I only got 3 for me. This guy here. Yeah, all but 3 of the trucks, it looks like, are hired out by drivers. That one looks all busted up there. That's because the mod has been updated and obviously it has some incompatible parts. So this happens sometimes when you have modded trucks. I don't know if you can see the picture there. It looks all jacked up. That's because the mod author has updated that truck and I'll have to take it to a shop and fix it. This should be the heavy haul truck. So yeah, the Kenworth here was fine. I guess it didn't have any changes to it since I drove it last. But a lot of times the trucks get broken when the mod author adds new options to them. Yeah, see, this has a pink part on it. That just means we'll have to take it. I'll have to go sort that out at the shop. It's no big deal. That thing is awesome. That thing is awesome. And maybe we'll drive that in the next video. For now, guys, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, we'll hop in this truck here. I'm going to go ahead and hop in this now, I guess. Why not? Yes. I never fast travel, but I'll probably fast travel this. I want to drive this one, so I'll probably fast travel it out here to Missouri so I can continue exploring Missouri and drive this truck. Well, let's see what on this truck is missing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll probably have, I will have more of this game coming up soon if you guys want to come along with me. What is missing here? Yeah, that's just a part. It's going to have to be replaced. That's all with that. Yeah, this thing's a beast. If you haven't seen the heavy haul truck yet, hang around for just a second here. You know, I'm trying to put it in reverse. There we go. If you're not familiar with the Detroit Diesel V12, yeah, it's great. It's the motor I chose for the heavy hauler. I am signing off the video. I'm just going to take us to the shop. And where's the shop at? Oh, literally, like right here. Yeah, I think I might have to cross the road to get there. Yeah, I think I know where I'm at. I think I got to cross the road to go there. Back to driving. I don't think it looks like I can turn left, but yeah, I don't think I can turn left here. I think we got to go straight. Although to make a video of this guy, I may have to turn the volume down. And I heard this truck and I was like, is this really what a truck sounds like? This can't be right. I actually looked it up. And yeah, even at idle, this is even what it sounds like at idle. They sit there and they like surge at idle. And anyway, if you want to see this truck and why not like that, I'm gonna continue on in Missouri here after this. I'm just gonna take this truck to the shop to fix that front step there. It's obviously just a part that got changed in the new version of the truck. I'll get that updated. Maybe I'll modify the truck, although I really like the truck the way it is. And we'll be in Missouri, but we'll definitely be we'll definitely be moving some kind of heavy load. This truck is built for heavy loads. And all right, guys, so I'm taking this to the shop. I will catch you guys in the next one.